Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United transfer stream. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the potential transfer of Ivan Perisic to Manchester United and the recent rumours that have come about in the last few days regarding his transfer, his potential transfer to Manchester United. And we're going to dive straight into that. If you want more interest on the story, you can read the description or even just do your own research yourself. But in this stream and in this video, we're going to be talking about the Ivan Perisic transfer and also all the other news sort of connected with Manchester United. And if you want to get involved, leave your thoughts in the live chat and also leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Welcome RedDevilWeekly. Thank you very much for rejoining the stream. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. He says we do need traditional wingers anyways. And first comment 3 times in a row. Yes, I have noticed that. Thank you so much for being first to the streams. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. So, obviously that is a topic of discussion today. If you guys want to get involved, leave your thoughts in the live chat. I'll read all of your comments out. And also, if you're watching as a video, don't be afraid to put a comment in the comment section down below. So, the rumours are that Ivan Perisic is in contact with Manchester United. Welcome, Liam1995. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. If you're please leave a like, guys, as well, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So, the Ivan Perisic rumours. Well, there are some reporting that we are in advanced talks to sign Ivan Perisic, although, to be honest with you, I wouldn't take that as gospel, to be honest. Also, I'd probably go... right. Some people say that Perisic is in advanced talks with United, which I don't particularly agree with. Others say that Perisic is in talks with United. Now, that I'd probably be close to... close to agreeing with. I don't think he'll be in advanced talks, but Liam says, guess what's not coming home? Yeah, I know, mate. I know, but it was a good ride, wasn't it? It was a good ride, obviously. Being Scottish as you are, you're probably lapping this up, and fair play to you, fair play. I mean, I don't see Scotland at very many major tournaments, but there you go. No, it's only banter. It's only banter. But yeah, obviously England did go out in the semi-finals. If you want to go check out a few of my England World Cup videos I've already done, then go check them out on the channel. Real Army NSC says, "I doing an England World Cup review." I might be. I'm definitely going to be doing a video where I look at my predictions. I review my predictions for the World Cup. I'll definitely be doing that. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and that'll be a very fun video for you guys. And I mean, if France win, then I will have predicted the winner of the World Cup, so I'll be chuffed with that. But anyway, back to Ivan Perisic. Now, obviously, we did try and sign him last transfer window. If you go back, my first ever video on this channel was the video entitled, Ivan Perisic transfer deal or something like that. So, obviously, this is the deal which has actually started my channel. It was the first video Perisic was the first video I made, as in he was a player I first made a video on this channel. So there's a bit of sentimental history there for you. But, I think Perisic would be a decent sign for Manchester United. Now, obviously, he is still at the World Cup, unlike England, playing in the final against France tomorrow. But to be fair, I think he has definitely impressed me, looking at his performances in the World Cup. So, I think he has done well. Also, it looks like the stream is lagging. Oh, fuck's sake, look at that, what the fuck? Right, it looks like it's coming back. If you can hear me and see me, I do apologise for all that lag and anything like that. Liam says, say it's your year, then finish 4th. Might as well be Liverpool or Arsenal. Well, yeah, when you put it that way, I agree. But, I think that it's coming home stuff. I do agree with what Gary Lineker had to say. If you want to go see what he had to say, it's on his Twitter account. But he said something along the lines of the fact that it's a kind of song which is almost a joke because it's kind of taking the piss out of the fact that we're kind of the nearly men. We've been there a few times, but we haven't quite done it, and we're sort of saying, football's coming home, but we don't really think it is. Liam says, I said Germany was going to walk the World Cup. My bad, yeah, I know. To be fair, though, I thought Germany going into it were a very strong team. There's no doubt about that. So, I think there's no shame in predicting Germany were going to win the World Cup because they had a very, very decent team. But yeah, obviously, it's planned out the way it did. And you know, it looks like I do think France will win against Croatia. Obviously, Croatia did well against us. Or did we just play badly? Who knows? I think it was a bit of both in there. But I think, obviously, Croatia, you know, got the better of us in the end. And they're a difficult team on their day. But I just think France will absolutely rip through them. And for me, if I'm going to have a prediction for the World Cup final, it will be 3-1 to France. But what I am impressed with France, and what I am happy about, is the fact that Paul Pogba is playing really well for France at the moment, getting a lot of plaudits from pundits and players and things like that. So it's great to see Pogba playing well. Obviously, he's not playing for Manchester United, and we want to see him playing his best football for Manchester United. But ultimately, you know, I'm glad that he is playing some decent football as well. I'm really glad that he is. Red Army FC says USA 2026 FIFA World Cup champions. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'll tell you what, they didn't even qualify for this World Cup. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I mean, how could they not even get a draw against Trinidad and Tobago? That is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous story. And to be honest, I think they would have done better than someone like Panama or Saudi Arabia. So, you know, the way that it's structured, really, you know, the way that the World Cup is structured, we let teams like Saudi Arabia, you know, Panama, all these teams get through, when you have better teams sitting at home, like Italy and Holland are sitting at home, not even playing, which is a bit of a travesty in my opinion, but there we go. Liam here says, no, not being biased, but I think England's defence is overhyped. Well, I mean, today we were watching the Belgium game. I'm not sure if you guys watched it, but I was watching it. I mean, Phil Jones, that is a worry for me. I mean, Eden Hazard had him on toast. I'm sorry, Phil, but Eden Hazard had you on toast, my man. I mean, you know, the ball from De Bruyne wasn't even that good, but just Jones like flicked it into the path of Eden Hazard. I mean, it was just absolutely comical to watch, and it was. I mean, that's the thing. Phil Jones does not look great at all. I do think that Harry Maguire has been fantastic this World Cup. I think, you know, for a player that's come from Leicester City, not really playing at the highest level week in, week out, you know, to go into the World Cup, I think he has put in some decent performances. Yes, the players that he's playing haven't been the best or highest quality of opposition, but I think he has done alright for himself and also proved himself as a threat in the box. So I think Harry Maguire's not done too badly. I do think John Stones and Kyle Walker as centre-backs are not, you know, are not great options. Yes, they've done well against, you know, Panama, Tunisia, but ultimately they weren't, I don't know, they just weren't great, to be honest. But Liam here says John Stones isn't fully there yet, and what are your opinion on Walker at centre-back? I was just going to get onto that, in fact. Kyle Walker, in an interview before the World Cup, said he didn't really want to play centre-back. It's not his preferred position to play at a World Cup, and you could definitely see that, especially when we conceded that equalising goal on Wednesday night. You know, the ball comes in, and I think an established centre-back would be able to clear that away. But, you know, poor old Kyle Walker doesn't get a shout from anyone, and he's not a... You know, he's not a World Cup. You know, he's not a proven centre back. He's much better as a fullback, and he says that himself, and I totally agree. So, you know, it was always going to happen that he would be put in that sort of situation, which was unfortunate for England, obviously. So yeah, I don't think Walker's great as centre back. I think if he were playing a back four and had Kyle Walker as a fullback, I think he'd be much more effective. And John Stones, I thought he's had some good games at the World Cup. Obviously, got his 2 goals against Panama. But, you know, obviously as I agree with you, Liam, I don't think he's the full article as of yet. I don't think he's the full article. But yeah, I mean, obviously we'll have to wait and see till the next World Cup. Obviously these players will be a bit older and they'll be a bit more experienced. So yeah, hopefully they can come good. But yeah, it was good that we did get to the semi-finals, to be honest. It was a good run that we had. So yeah, I'm happy in that respect. But yeah, obviously Ivan Perisic, just to finish on him, we will be talking about more transfer dealings and things like that. You know, Perisic, you know, I think we do need an out-and-out winger, as Red Army MUFC said earlier in the stream. We will need an out-and-out winger at Manchester United. There's no doubt about that. And I'm hoping that Perisic, if he did come, would fill that role. And as I said, for playing for Croatia, he has impressed. He definitely has impressed for me. And I think he is a decent winger that we could bring to Manchester United and would be... I think he would be decent. Obviously, he's coming towards and kind of in his prime years as well, so we get 2 or 3 decent years out of him, which would be decent. Welcome, Dazza. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to his channel in the link in the description down below. And yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. But obviously, you know, if you've got any other sort of Manchester United transfer related stories or any sort of Man United news you want me to have my opinion on or, you know, discuss in the stream, leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, I think Perisic would definitely. I think there's no secret to the fact that we need a right winger. I mean, you know, Alexis Sanchez is playing on the left, and we resort to either playing Juan Mata on the right, who is very technically gifted, but isn't the quickest, and means we can't really, you know, play counter-attacking football or anything like that, which is annoying. But you know, it's the truth. It really is the truth. But ultimately, you know, I think, you know, we could also play Marcus Rashford on the right. But it just seems we haven't really had that fit. I think we do need an out-and-out natural right winger. And a lot of people are talking about Gareth Bale as well, possibly coming to Manchester United. So again, he's an option. So I think that is someone we need to strengthen. Jose Mourinho might be also going in for a centre-back as well. And obviously we haven't done too much transfer business in the window so far. We've obviously only really brought in Fred. And yeah, we've only really brought in Fred and... who's the other guy? Fred and Diogo Dalot. So ultimately, we haven't had too much transfer business done. We haven't had too much movement in terms of transfers. So ultimately, I do think there is deals coming. There will be deals coming very soon. I think after the World Cup, you know, much more deals are going to be happening, and we'll see Manchester United enter the transfer window in a big way. And also, you don't know whether, you know, behind the scenes some deals are being done. You don't know that. So maybe behind the scenes there may be some deals which are going on and we don't know about it. So we'll have to wait and see on that. We'll definitely have to wait and see. But I do think we'll make at least 2 signings before the end of the transfer window. Dazza, my friend, I'm going to try and do calls tonight, but they will be on my phone, so the audio might not be as good. So I'll be back in just a second to get my phone, so you guys can keep commenting and things like that on all the transfers and whatever. But yeah, I'm just about to get my phone, so please hold on a second. Right. Okay. So I'll be able to do calls off my phone. So if you do want to call in, hit me up on the Skype in the description down below. There might be a bit of lag now. I'm pretty sure it is lagging. Right, okay. So if you do want to call in, please do feel free to do so. Liam says, would you take Maguire as third choice? Yeah, I know. I think I would. I definitely would take Maguire. Possibly even as, you know, as first choice. You never know. I mean, obviously I think Eric Bailly is absolutely fantastic, and I think he's a revelation in Manchester United. There's no doubt about that. But I do think Harry Maguire would be a good option for us to take. So we're getting a call from Dazza. Decent, mate. Okay. Hello, Dazza. How are you doing, mate?
Alright, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, mate. Doing alright. Yeah, as you guys, if you are watching, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and keep getting your comments in for me and Darryl as well, who's on the call. And if you want to call in, Skype is in the description down below. But Darryl, welcome back on the channel. It's been a while, hasn't it, mate? I do apologise for that.
Yeah, it has. And obviously, it's good to be back on for once, getting my point and stuff across about other transfers. I know I did that under the transfer show yesterday, which didn't go the best, but I suppose went fine in the end. So it's been a bit of a mixed thing, but yeah, that was the last transfer show for I think about 2-3 weeks, because I'm not available at all on the next 3 weeks. So, but at least I can still call in on other people's channels, so it's very good to be on as usual, mate. I'm just going to check if the sound is fine.
Sound seems right, I think.
Yeah, I can hear that fine. I've just done that. Right, anyway, let's get on with it then.
Well, obviously, all right. So yeah, let's crack a that. Let's get on with it then. Okay. Obviously, Ivan Perisic is the main topic of the stream. Obviously, has been linked to Manchester United recently. What are your thoughts on him? What do you think he'd be a good player at United, and where do you think he'd fit into the team?
Well, we've seen Perisic play, against England. He's got a good goal against England, which, I'll be honest, defence was a bit weak, but I suppose it was a good finish in the end, So he scored important his country, not only his country, but he has scored important goals for Inter Milan as well. So he's rather talented. The Italian league is a bit of a different league, and it's a bit of a smaller and a bit of an easier league than the quality that you need for the Premier League. Premier League is the toughest league in the world, as we all know. But I think Perisic, I would class Perisic as a Premier League player. But the only issue I find, and you're probably going to kick me about saying this, the only thing is he's a left mid. And the only issue is, if we sign a left mid or left winger, Martial's going to be out the door. And I hate to say that, but I have a feeling if we sign another left mid or left winger, Martial is just going to go, isn't he? Because there's no point keeping players when you're never going to pay them.
Well, I mean, that is true. I would say that obviously, Anthony Martial is another story. I think I think with Perisic coming in, I think his progress would be affected. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he did leave this summer. To be honest, but I would like to see Martial stay. I'm not sure whether Jose Mourinho has plans potentially to have Martial on the left and Sanchez on the right, because obviously if Sanchez was to be played right wing and Martial on the left, then obviously that would mean problems for Marcus Rashford, but then it would mean we could get Martial and Sanchez in the same team. But I do think that obviously Perisic coming in would probably disturb Martial's progress at Manchester United. But ultimately, obviously you said there, the Italian league is definitely a different league, and I'd 100% agree with you. The Italian league is very much a different league entirely. Probably not the same sort of quality and the same sort of competitiveness. But I don't watch the Italian league too much. But I think at the World Cup especially, he's impressed me, and I think he would be a decent signing for Manchester United to make. But what do you make of the signings that we already have made? Obviously, we've made the signings of Delo and Fred. Do you think the signings we have made are of high enough quality, or do you think we need to be making some more signings, or where do you stand on our transfer window so far?
Well, the transfers that we've already, the signings we've already made aren't genuinely world-class players, are they? They're not the Ronaldos, the Messis, the Bales, the Benzemas. They're not the humongously world-class players that we like to sign. I was watching Mark earlier on the United stand, doing this one saying that United never sign anyone because they always get beaten. I mean, we were close to signing what's his face, Sheridan Shaqiri, until Liverpool decided to snatch him off us. So we have been close to some of these transfers, but I think the fact that we're not getting as many transfers as we'd like, that's putting the fans' faith in the club down by a big margin. So a lot of United fans who are saying, can't be bothered to support United if we're not going to sign anyone good. We've signed good players. Fred's a decent player, but I don't think he's worth 50 million. Delort, we haven't seen too much of him, but I do remember that I've seen vlogs and stuff and videos of him playing for Porto, and he's decent, but I don't think he's any better than Antonio Valencia, to be truthfully honest. I would have to say this, but I think if we were going to make any more transfers, Perisic would be decent, but it just does mean that we'd lose Martial possibly. But I do think the area that we need to improve is our defence. Phil Jones has to go because I think he is a total waste of time. because he's absolutely crap for England and he was crap for United quite a bit of last season. So I think, maybe another one or two centre-backs, to keep our defence strong and, solid, then I think we'd probably be okay, but we'd have to sign some much better centre-backs than the two we've got, which is Smalling and Jones. I'm not saying that I don't like Smalling. Smalling's decent, but he does have this problem where he plays well in some games and a lot of the games he doesn't play well. So another centre-back, another defender, and then I think we'd be fine. We'd probably be fine with that.
Fair play. I think I'd probably agree, man. But I'd probably agree with what you're saying. But I do think the signings will be coming. I think there's obviously there's some people that are going to be worrying. Obviously, I also watch Mark Goldridge and what he was saying. I do think there will be people worrying. Obviously, looking at other clubs, making signings and things like that. And I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think for me, I'd rather quality over quantity. And ultimately, I think we will make signings. We will make decent signings coming good. Yeah, I definitely think we are going to make signings soon, and I generally believe that there are deals that are happening under wraps which we don't know about, and hopefully, they will be done and they will be made, once after the World Cup. I reckon after the World Cup. Welcome, brother, Gaming World to stream. Thanks for joining. Is this Daniel or Ivan Perisic? I think it is Ivan Perisic, mate. But yeah, it's Ivan Perisic. I don't know who Daniel is, but anyway. Yeah, obviously.
Croatian World Cup, Ivan Perisic, it says on the thing.
Yeah, it is Ivan Perisic. No, I don't know where he got Daniel Perisic from. I don't know where he got Daniel Perisic.
I think that's his brother.
Is it? I didn't even know he had a brother. But anyway,
he's related to him regardless.
Fair play. Obviously, I've seen on your channel you've been watching the World Cup and things like that.
Not much. I haven't had a chance.
Obviously, you've watched a few of the England games, and obviously, you've watched a few of the World Cup games, I gather.
Yeah.
What were your opinions on it? Do you think this is the best World Cup you've ever watched, or is it?
Well, if I was going to go for an England point of view, yes, because it's we've got further than we ever have done since pretty much the same. We got further than the last couple of World Cups, but obviously, we finished in the same place. The same place as the 1990s. So we're still at our joint best from 1990, which is decent. Finishing semi-finals is good, but getting knocked out to Croatia. I mean, it's not that Croatia haven't got good players. They've got very world-class players. Ivan Perisic, Ivan Makitic, Luka Modric, Mario Mandzukic, ex-Bayern Munich player. And there's a lot of good players that they have. And, for us to lose in extra time is not very satisfying, but I suppose with some of the goals we conceded, there was not much we could really do. I do think overall, without the England point of view, I would be honest, it has been the best World Cup I think I've seen, been the most unpredictable one. So it was very good. It's been very good to watch. There's been shocks here and there. People didn't even expect England to beat Colombia, to be truthfully honest. And your stream just lagged.
Yeah, I know. It does look like it's lagging now. Oh dear. It looks like it might be going down. It might be.
Oh, there we go. Wait, it's back.
Oh. It keeps fluctuating on there for some reason.
I think we're back.
I don't. Oh gosh. Well, it's not looking good, to be fair. Right, I think we're back now. I think we are back now. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. We are back. It's been the most unpredictable World Cup ever. I mean, no one expected Croatia to get to the final. At the start of the World Cup, England had 4% chance of winning the World Cup, and then when we got to the semi-final, we had a 24% chance of winning it. Now, I think France are definitely going to win it because they are the favourites in that final. Croatia, I think, they would be flaming. It would be a bloody shock if they won it. Obviously, us losing to Belgium, that wasn't much a surprise. I predicted 2-0 Belgium today anyway, so I was right with that because I just didn't see any hope, and I wasn't that bothered of it being the third place club. Welcome if you've just joined.
Welcome, Rasmus. Welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. If it's your first time here, appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy. The atmosphere. And if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel and also subscribe to Darryl's channel in the description down below. But thanks for joining, Rasmus. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you had to pick, like, out of forwards, midfielders or defence, or even goalkeeper, where would you say we need to improve in the transfer window? Which type of positions would you think we'd have to sign more?
Well, it's a good question, and you guys can have your say on that in the live chat as well. For me, obviously, I think we do need to sign probably. I was going to say a right winger. Obviously, you know, we were going to bring in Perisic or someone like Gareth Bale as well. You know, Gareth Bale has been on the lips of many Man United fans as well.
Well,
but I think
from what I heard, Bale said he's not coming.
Really?
Apparently.
Really?
He said he's not thinking of coming.
Well, there we go. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've got no idea with transfers. Really, I've got no idea. But
you know what was funny? Before I turned on to you, I was on Alan Richards' World Cup thing.
Yeah.
And he's one of his guests, who was, I think it's called Ryan House. He's called one of his cousins. There was a question. It was some quiz he was doing, like 5-question thing about the World Cup, which I got about 6 correct things.
Right.
One of them was named 3 Brazilian legends. So I said Pele, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and he decided to add. He said Pele and Ronaldinho, but he said Maradona. I'm like,
Goodness me.
Maradona's Argentinian, not Brazilian. Sort of rather amusing, but anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, back to the United thing. I do think we need to sign some more players because this has always happened with United in transfer window. We sign pretty much naff all good. Fred's good. Delot, I don't think. Delot average. We don't know anything about him. And obviously, with the other one, we're looking on signing Perisic. I would happily take Perisic at Manchester United because he's absolutely incredible. It might take him, I'd say, about a month or two into, at least a month into the season, for him to get settled in the Premier League. Because you know what players are like when they come from the smaller leagues. It's always difficult for them because they never know what to expect in the Premier League, unless obviously they watch it all the time, which some of the players do. And obviously, if you're not prepared, don't go, because you have to know exactly what you're going to be up against. You're going to be up against sides like pretty crappy Man City. Who else? Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal, and all the others. But the only issue with us is Man City, Liverpool and stuff, our rival clubs are getting more transfers in than us. They're strengthening their squad a lot more. We are signing pretty much nothing brilliant. I mean, Shaqiri's not fantastic. So, and I wouldn't have really been bothered if he'd came or not. But the fact he's gone to Liverpool is annoyed. And exactly what Rasmus has just said. We're not strengthening at all. And that's the only issue with us. And we need to strengthen if we're going to get anywhere near the Premier League title and starting to do the Alex Fergie stuff. We need to strengthen our squad. Otherwise, the title, I hate to say, will not be coming back to Old Trafford if we do not sign any big players.
Yeah,
so, you know,
I totally agree. I totally agree with you, to be fair. Welcome, Fortune, by the way. Welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. And yeah,
I hate YouTube.
I know. I hate. To be fair, I think that's going towards the notification side of things. Obviously, the notifications and things like that are not great on YouTube at all. I can't do much about that. I do apologise. Also, if there is a bit of lag, I do apologise for that as well. But Rasmus, I'm going to read out your comment. Our rivals are strengthening, but we are not. I'm afraid that we might be worse off next season. Not only our gap with City might get bigger, also Liverpool, Spurs might go above us. Well, that is a worry, obviously. But for me, I'm not going to worry too much. I do think that we'll make some signings. I think there are deals going on behind the scenes. I think we will, strengthen. And for me, I'm not getting too worried about it. So hopefully you guys won't get too worried about it. I do think the next season, I'm hopeful that we can mount a very, successful title challenge next season. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see. I am hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful for the season. Brother Game says, Sir Alex Ferguson came into our house and said, I want this boy to be in our midfield in 10 years' time. What do you say, big lad? And Kieran said he wanted to weigh up his options. So I didn't say that, and Sir Alex Ferguson never came into our house. Don't worry about that. Oh, goodness me. I don't know what that is or where that came from, but anyway. Darryl, final thing from you then. Obviously, World Cup final tomorrow, and you guys can have your say on this as well. World Cup final tomorrow.
Who's going to win?
Yep, predictions.
Well, I think everyone from England knows who should win it. France should definitely win it. They've been, I would say, probably the best team in the World Cup. They've been pretty much unstoppable. They might have conceded one goal here or two here, but their squad is just brilliant. They've got Olivier Giroud and stuff up front. He's very good, very talented, except when he's at Chelsea, he's not that talented, is he? So, very good. France, I think, have got the better squad than everyone else in the World Cup. And Croatia, obviously, as all the England fans are saying, we do not want Croatia to win it because they did not deserve to beat England. So I'm saying France to win 3-0.
France to win 3-0 there from Dazza himself. And if you want to go subscribe to Dazza's channel, in the description down below. Fortune says, think about it. United did nothing this whole window. Liverpool have revamped the whole midfield. Chelsea have a midfield of Kante and Jorginho. We are not going to win the league, unfortunately. Well, I mean, there is still time. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to kind of bed the players into the squad with the United obviously going on the US pre-season tour and things like that. But I don't know. I still think we can mount a successful title challenge. I firmly believe that, and if we don't, then I think Jose Mourinho's position at Manchester United has to be questioned. But yeah, as I said, you guys can keep having your say in the live chat, and also if you are watching this as a video and you've got this far, thank you very much, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below.
As I was going to say, what Fortune said there, you have to remember, we've signed more people in this transfer window than we did in January. In January, we only signed one player, and that was Alexis Sanchez. This transfer window, we've signed two at least. Signed Fred for 52 million, which I think he's not worth 50 million, but he's very good on the ball in the midfield position. Dalot, we don't know too much about him, but I would have said 20 million at the most would have been fine, and we got him for just less than 20 million, so that was fine. So we've signed two players already. We could be on to sign Perisic, possibly Willian, possibly somebody else. We've still got two signings made. We've made two signings, so that is a big improvement from our last transfer window, to be honest with you. But yeah, anyway, thanks for having me on, mate.
No, I appreciate it, Darryl. Appreciate for coming on. If you want to go subscribe to Darryl for more of his words of wisdom, go and check him out in the description down below. But thank you very much for coming on, mate. We're going to take another call now. Welcome on the stream, buddy. What do you want to say? Before I get to you, mate, I want to read out a few of the comments. Rasmus says, we're not even quick enough about clearing our deadwood. For example, Darmian is still yet there. Yeah, I know. I don't know why Darmian's... I really don't know why Darmian is still there, to be honest. Obviously, it does seem like he's someone who we should have got rid of ages ago, really. And it does look like he's going to go to Juventus as well. Fortune says, but to be fair, this window is a more important window to strengthen your entire squad. January is not really a big window for United, particularly. Yeah, I agree. Well, I agree. Yeah, I agree that this sort of transfer window isn't like the summer transfer window. I'll get to you in just a minute, mate. The summer transfer window is it's probably much more. The summer transfer window is much more significant. I do agree with you, Fortune, there. And you've got a lot more time and probably a lot more money to spend to get more players in. If you are watching, please do subscribe to the channel. We're nearly on 340 subscribers. So if you are new and watching, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and also get your voice heard in the live chat. But we have a caller on now. Welcome to the stream, mate. What do you want to say?
Well, I heard that you were going to take out your 304 subscriber for a meal, but I guess that's only a rumour. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your mic's a bit muffled, but I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Is it less muffled?
Yeah, it's good now.
Alright, mate, well, what I will say is, I thought you were going to take your 340th subscriber out for a meal.
When did I say I was going to take my 340th subscriber out for a meal? I didn't. I never said that.
Someone cut that. He just said it. Someone cut that. He just said it. Anyway, I think there's a lot of negativity around Man United. And you know the transfers are something that doesn't concern me because at the end of the day, you only win the league if you're good enough.
Right, but surely making transfers would make us better, no?
I'm going to pull you back to the days of Sir Alex Ferguson.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there. Those days are gone.
I'm going to pull you back to the days of Sir Alex Ferguson where, we didn't have to make many transfers. We won the league hands down every season. Now, I believe we have a group of players to not only win the league, but win the treble. We got Ashley Young, he's just got to a World Cup semi-final with England. Phil Jones, World Cup semi-final with England. Chris Smalling didn't even make the squad. That's how good England were. Chris Smalling didn't even make the squad. We have a team of attacking talent that have made the semi-final and final of a World Cup. And you're trying to tell me we can't win the league and we have to make more signings? God, the word deluded, you're under it, mate.
No, just because we have a few players in the England squad doesn't mean we're going to go on and win the league. I mean, England have done well at the World Cup. No, can we... right, England have done well at the World Cup.
We have two players in the World Cup final.
Who are those two players then?
Paul Pogba and Ivan Perisic.
Right, so obviously Perisic is another one, another topic of discussion. Do you think he'd be a good signing for United to make?
Well, if he did sign them, it doesn't matter if he's a good sign or not. He'd be there.
Well, I'm asking you whether he'd be a good addition to the club.
Well, who the fuck knows, really? I mean, it's one of those things where there's no point in me telling you whether we would or would not be because my judgment in the end doesn't matter at all. It's all about the manager.
Well, it's just fan opinion. That's what it's about. It's about fan opinion. But you've given your opinion.
Fan opinion. Well, mine's not turned on at the moment, so I can't really give an opinion. It's an element object. But
Rasmus here says Martial missed out on the French squad because of Jose. Well, very interesting comment there. You could argue.
I'll tell you why. No, I'm sorry. I'll tell you why. He had plenty of chances to play. He played crap. No one will admit the fact that he did not play up to his standards. He was shocking. He was shocking in some parts, and I don't blame the shops. There's so much attacking talent to pick from. Why pick from someone who only performs every 3 games?
So you're saying Martial didn't get in the French squad because he didn't play well enough?
Because he's not good enough. Because he's not good enough. He didn't play well enough in the season.
Right. Okay. I mean,
if he played well enough, then he'd be too good for Jose to drop. Jose would not have any reason to drop him. But the fact is that when Jose count on him, most of the time he'd do fuck all.
Well, there we go. That's a bit of a strong opinion there. I think Rasmus will probably disagree with you there. But yeah, I think.
It's not strong. That's a strong. By the way, I hope you're going on the US tour. You're flying out tomorrow with the team, are you?
There might be a bit of lag, guys. By the way, there might be a bit of lag. Yeah, there is a bit of lag now.
Are you flying out with the team tomorrow?
No. Unsurprisingly, I'm not going on the US tour. Oh,
So
fuck.
you're not flying out with the team tomorrow?
No.
Why not?
I'm not. Right, okay, Fortune here says, who won the game before we signed Sanchez? Exactly. Martial was playing superbly before we signed Alexis Sanchez.
Who won the game? I think Man United won the game.
Well, Martial played a big part in it. He was having a good season.
Do you regularly get absolute chances in your comment section, or is it just tonight?
Actually, Rasmus is his first time here, so please treat him with a bit more respect, please.
All right, Rasmus, welcome to the depths of YouTube. You've reached the very bottom. It can only get better from here.
Thank you. Fortune says, who won us the game before we signed Sanchez? Who won 3 back-to-back Player of the Month awards? Well, how can you come back from that, mate?
It's easy at a club where previously the goalkeeper wins the Player of the Year 3 seasons in a row.
So you're slating David De Gea now?
I'm not slating him. I'm saying he's the best goalkeeper in the world, but what I'm saying is the rest of the team, you know, they got outshone by a City team last season who are rampant. This season they won't be so rampant, and I think we have a really good chance at not only the league but the Champions League as well. I mean, you look at the teams; it's quite scarce, the quality. I think we've got a really good run to the final.
Ramsey says till January he won 3 Player of the Month. Till Jose signed Sanchez, and then everything changed.
Have you seen the group stage draw, by the way, for the Champions League?
The group stage draw has not taken place yet.
Ah, so you were there, were you?
Well, it hasn't taken place because they haven't done the qualifiers.
Alright, well, I just want to offer a solution on the transfer debacle.
Go on, offer your solution then.
I think it's you know what? I think it's really simple actually. It's a really simple solution that we can all get behind, and that solution is kill for Batman.
Right, okay, we'll get rid of him. Thank you very much for calling. We'll get rid of him there. I don't know why these cranks are calling. Cranks are phoning me up and calling into this show. But if you want to have a call, we're going to be on until 9 o'clock. So if you want to call into the show, please feel free to do. My Skype is in the description down below. So if you want to call me on Skype, have your opinion heard on the channel, please do feel free to do so. And if you are watching, I would really appreciate it. As you can see by the subscriber counter, we are 1 away from 340 subscribers. So if you are watching and haven't already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I really would appreciate it. But there you go. There's an opinion of 2 callers you've heard, and you guys responding and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. Fortune said, did you see Man City's dig at Lukaku? Yes, I did, obviously. He said, you know, great ball by De Bruyne, he missed control by Lukaku, something like that, along those lines. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, all the stats don't lie. The fact that, you know, Lukaku scored much more than Aguero, and, you know, Lukaku's been a much better, more effective player than any other Man City player at the World Cup. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it from Man City. But, you know, obviously what they're thinking is a bit of banter or whatever. But I think it will come back to haunt them. I think, you know, it will come back to haunt them. Football has a huge element of karma in it. And, you know, all the sort of comments that are made, somehow they all come back around to bite you in the arse. And I think that comment there, when we play Man City, I think they'll come back and bite them. So I don't mind if they make those comments. I don't mind if they say stuff about Lukaku. I don't mind, because in the end of the day, it will come back to bite them. So yeah, that's my opinions on it. But yeah, I did see it. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for everyone who has been watching. I do appreciate it. I know I said I was going to go to a 9, but I've decided I'm going to end it here. I do apologise. But thank you very much for everyone who has been watching the stream tonight. I really appreciate all of your support. Leave your thoughts down below on the Ivan Perisic signing, and also anything else you want to talk about in the comment section down below. I do apologise for the kind of bits of lag and things like that you've experienced throughout the stream. I do apologise for that. Hopefully we will get it better very, very soon. But till next time, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more Manchester United content, and I'll see you guys in a bit.